The lady, Ms. Wolodarski, to inquire.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thanks to all of you for being here. I just want to kind of echo the words that I'm excited and very optimistic about what we can do together as a bipartisan team in making sure and addressing things that affect every single American. And I'm obviously at the helm of a large manufacturing district with a lot of folks that are double-income households in this country. Mr. Biggs, this was already mentioned, but I just wanted to ask you a couple of follow-up questions on the fact that employees are more likely to save for retirement if their employer offers a retirement plan. Can you describe any existing barriers that that we could help with that may discourage employers from offering a retirement plan to their employees? What stands in the way?
There are a number of barriers, and they are particularly salient for small businesses. There's a fixed cost to setting up a retirement plan. You have to have a plan administrator, you have to have a financial advisor, you have to consult lawyers. If you're a large firm, that's no problem. You do it once. If you're a small firm, that cost is large relative to your employees. Increasingly today, there is a legal liability in the sense there's more lawsuits against 401k providers, against employers who are offering them. That is something which I think would scare, in particular, small businesses who say, I don't want to take that risk. So those are the real fears I have, and it explains why it covers a bigger problem among small employers than among big firms. The vast majority of big firms already offer a plan.
What about, would it help with multiple employer with the MEPS? Would it actually help address that existing coverage gap?
The MEPS plan was designed to go at exactly those issues in the sense of it spreads that fixed cost among many small employers and helps them all put their employees in a plan. So, we don't know yet how large the responses will be. There is still the legal liability issue.
Sure.
That's designed to address exactly that problem.
Mr. Crandall, anything you would care to add on that when it comes to, things that we could identify and help with? In your position, anything that really exists as barriers that maybe we haven't covered?
Again, I want to highlight particularly the safe harbor provision for lifetime income annuities. We think that is very, very important. The fiduciary obligation that exists is very difficult. In fact, only one very large firm has actually kind of dealt with that. So I would very much highlight that provision.
And then I just have a follow-up, Mr. Biggs. As you know, all workers are saving for retirement by their participation in Social Security. Different Americans are in different financial circumstances at different points in their lives. Many young people expect to earn higher amounts as they age and therefore might want to spend more money currently. Additionally, they have savings needs other than retirement, such as education, purchasing a house, starting a family. Is it necessarily a public policy problem requiring government intervention that beyond Social Security, some young people are not saving in retirement accounts?
This is precisely why if you hear a statistic of so-and-so % of Americans have not saved anything for retirement, it's a meaningless statistic. What textbook economics or financial planning says is low-income people, if you're in the bottom quarter of the population, you get a high replacement rate from Social Security, you probably shouldn't save for retirement. Likewise, young people, this is textbook stuff, they usually don't start saving for retirement until their 30s because their incomes are low, they've got college loans to pay off, they might want to build up a down payment for a home. So the idea that 100% of people should be saving for retirement at 100% of the time is just not correct.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you, Ms. Wolodarski. With that, let me recognize the gentleman from New Jersey.